Hey, what is happening everybody, and welcome back to the Hybrid Network and our Dragon Ball discussion. You know, I've been doing these videos for nearly 4 months now, and I've gotta be honest, I've been having a blast just talking about one of my favorite series of all time, although a majority of that time has been spent on talking about Super. Regardless, just the mere fact that I could actually engage with property in a big way here on the channel is just a great opportunity to discuss the series in general, and to really get into the heart of what I like about it. That's just it though, it's all mostly been speculatory talk on the future of the series, with Super and just where it can go later on. I think more than anything, it's about time I talk about Dragon Ball in general, and why not just I, but fans all over the world love the series and have stuck with it for as long as it has. Alright, so you gotta understand, when I was a kid, Dragon Ball Z was the big hot thing on TV at the time. Everyone on the playground was screaming at the top of their lungs and going Super Saiyan, battling each other as they fired massive energy blasts and beat the ever-loving snot out of each other. I never understood it, not at first anyway, I just thought that they all liked being really, really loud. If I remember correctly, it was a stormy night when the Toonami block came on and I was finally introduced to Dragon Ball Z, though it wasn't a lot of the punching and kicking that I had been used to on the playground, but instead it was some weird guy in an orange outfit chasing a monkey on some small planet. Normally this would have been something that kind of just would have been written off, just, you know, change the channel, watch something else, but there was something there. It wasn't just mindless violence, and I'm not saying I was totally opposed to that as a kid, but it was a moment of relating with a character. Got to see Goku for the first time as some guy that was just training on some planet to go back to Earth and help his friends against some oncoming threat. It was funny, and it was touching in a way. So I stayed with the series, watching all the way from Goku's training on King Kai's planet all the way up to his climactic battle with Majin Buu, and the rest is history. Dragon Ball, I think, came to me in clarity upon watching that initial scene of Goku training on that small little planet of King Kai's. It wasn't just mindless violence, there's a heart to Dragon Ball. We kind of have to take into consideration that the series started off as a sort of comedy, about a journey between a small monkey boy and a young girl as they travel around looking for mystical wish-granting Dragon Balls, meeting all kinds of characters along the way and ultimately just having this grand sense of adventure. Dragon Ball wasn't afraid of making a fool out of its character. There was a childlike wonder when it first started, in my opinion, and it captured that innate sense of adventure, I think, in a lot of kids, and gave us someone to attach to as they explore a wide-open world filled with all manners of excitement and adventure. Dragon Ball Z, I think, speaks to growing up a little bit, but there's still some attachment and heart that you can see being there even as a kid. Goku is pure at heart. We're sticking along the series because we see all manners of oppressive forces come out and really put our hero through the ringer, but Goku shows us that bit of resilience to any force deemed so immensely dark and powerful. I know that people make a big deal out of the whole wait for Goku trope that became a bit of a staple of the series, and to be fair, you have a point, but it kind of acts as some beacon in the darkness for people watching. I mean, looking back to Frieza, there's some horrific monster tearing apart all of the Z Warriors, just straight up dismantling everybody with no end to his bloodshed in sight. All hope is lost, nothing can stop the Conqueror's mighty attack, and then Goku arrives, starting what was perhaps one of the longest, and I do mean longest, fights of anime history. Just took forever. God, it took so long. That's not the point, though. The point is that Goku comes in and acts as the hero for us, taking on Frieza and giving a sense of perseverance over the toughest and most powerful of odds. Strength coming from within ourselves to rise up against our greatest fears. I mean, you all know how that famous line from the anime goes. It's not just about the whole good versus evil thing, though that does play a part. It's just how much heart these characters have, just how much personality they're built off of. Goku's got this penchant for fighting strong opponents, but I think the best part about him is just how airheaded the guy can be. I mean, he's entertaining, but he's not like a Kenshiro tough guy. He's just some dude looking to test his limits, have some fun, but he gets serious when it's necessary. And I think a lot of the characters in Dragon Ball help to sell that statement. They're not all the same as Goku, but there's a lot there in terms of how they play off of each other and how the series is built as a whole. There's whimsy and adventure, yet tension and drama when there needs to be. There's a perfect balance, and it creates something magical in Dragon Ball, where the adventure never stops. We continue to meet new characters, bristling with charisma and heart, new locations and exciting journeys, terrifying threats, and incomparable odds to overcome. Dragon Ball is a special animal, not just to me, but fans all over the world, as it's something that really brings out that inner desire for magical adventure. To see the series continue on to this day is just amazing to me. And although it's had its ups and downs, I've enjoyed every step of the way, and I hope to continue on this magical journey for as long as it sticks around. But what do you guys think? Why do you love Dragon Ball? And you know what, just for a bonus, what was your first exposure to the series? Let me know in the comments down below, and please make sure you subscribe to the Hybrid Network to stay all up to date on all of our content as it comes out. Again, thank you guys for watching. And thank you for sticking with the Dragon Ball discussion vids for as long as you have. It's been a blast talking about one of my favorite things of all time, and I'm just glad I got to be able to do it for so long. My name is Luke, and I'll catch you guys around on the Hybrid Network. Peace!